Welcome back, everybody, to the This Day podcast. This is Megan here, and I am so stoked that you would spend this time with us. I cannot tell you seriously how much it means that you would take time to spend with us. Today on the pod, we have the ladies from the Vaughn family. This family is seriously so incredible. They're incredibly musically talented, and they are some of the sweetest people you are ever going to meet. The Vaughn family has been traveling the country. They got new music coming out, so y'all don't want to miss this conversation. Get to know more about the Vaughn family right after a word from one of our sponsors. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp is an incredible tool that you can use if you are somebody that struggles with your mental health or you have a friend that struggles with theirs. They have professional licensed therapists available to help you just get through your day. And if you are a believer, they have a Christian therapist available to talk with. How incredibly cool is that? You can use our code to get 10% off your first month of therapy. And now to our conversation with the Vaughn family. Well, I'm so excited to have you guys, the Vaughn family, on the podcast today. Heard so much about all that you guys are doing here in music and just what your family's been up to. So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourselves and just share a little bit about what's in the works for you guys.
Okay, I'm Dana.
I'm Anna.
And I'm Abby.
And we are, we do the vocals.
We're the vocals.
Yeah.
The guys in our family are not on camera tonight. They are busy with other things, but my son Ethan plays guitar and my husband plays bass, and so the girls are doing the vocals.
Yeah, and then we all play instruments as well, but we're also used to it at the same time. So
so it's just us tonight.
I love it. I love it. One question we ask everybody that comes on the podcast is what is keeping you guys present during this day? Because there's so much coming for our attention, so much coming just all around us. So what keeps you guys present and in the moment during this day?
Well, funny you should say that, because I think the songs that we just chose, that we just actually recorded a 5-song EP, and we really wanted to do something that was current and something that was a little edgy, I guess, compared to what we have done before. And so we felt like that in the moment, like right now in the world today, that these are the songs that everybody is wanting to listen to. And so I think that has been something that we've kind of been burdened for over the last year. We didn't really know where that we were going to land with that, but we knew we wanted to try something new and venture out a little bit. And so we landed on doing these praise and worship songs, which is all the rage right now, in Christian music.
Yeah.
There are so that are so fun to listen to, and the just the presence on the social media and the streaming platforms. There's some great songs out there, and so we chose to cover 5 of our favorite songs that we kind of come through. And so I think that has been one step that has kept us current right now, because we wanted to do something that we felt like people could relate to.
Yeah.
And that we felt good about.
Right. Yeah. But I think too, just during recording all of that, as far as just being present in the moment, I think it really helped me to just especially the day of recording, during tracking all the songs and having the videos and photography done, was just reminding myself, wow, I'm really thankful for this opportunity.
Yes.
Not a lot of people get opportunities like that to go and record songs that they love and reach other people and just have an overall really fun experience. It was just so much fun. The whole day I was just I'm just so thankful to be here. It was just awesome. And that really helped me kind of just stay present and be like, I'm going to do my best. I'm going to bring all that I have, you know.
I felt that way.
I feel like I've carried that joy over,
yes.
Ever since that day. It was just so much fun.
Well, and when you're singing too, you've got to sing stuff that you identify with, things that you connect to personally. I'm really, I guess, a stickler for that. When I sing, I want to feel it in every way. I want to connect to that song. And I think with these songs that we picked, that we wind up really having so much fun and really connecting to each of the songs in a different way. But it was just a really cool experience altogether. But so that's one of the cool things that we've been working on lately. And we had a blast doing it.
I love it. So you talked there a little bit about your EP that's coming out, and you guys have music out now too. So kind of talk about the process that you went through to get ready for this EP and like what is kind of coming up next from this EP? When does it come out?
Well, we were hoping in about a month and a half, so that would be mid-May, early May to mid-May. We're not really sure on a date because it's kind of in the mixing and mastering state. So we will not do a physical copy. So it'll go straight to the online platforms. And we also recorded video with that.
Cool.
So excited about that and maybe getting that out on some social media and YouTube or whatever. So we're looking, I'm hoping by the end of April, early May, that it'll be out because it's already been mixed, and I think the next step is mastering, and then that'll be it. So we'll see. That's our timeline, not Nashville timeline. So, yeah. So I don't know, but we'll see. But we're super excited about that project coming out too. That was really, it was really
the process. It was quick.
Well, it was a very quick process. Yeah, we picked songs out in a month's time and learned them and recorded them
within about a month.
Probably.
And then that time too, while we're picking out the songs and then learning them all, and then figuring out which musicians we're going to hire and who's going to do what part and what not. We're also thinking about, okay, we're also going to be having videos done as well. What are we going to wear? How are our makeup? How am I going to fix my hair? And we just had to think about all of that literally in the span of probably about a month or maybe a little over. And I remember just when it was all over, just like I can breathe again.
Yes. Such a relief. I mean, like she said, it was an awesome experience, but it was such a relief for it to be over. I was pretty happy about it.
Yeah, just because it was so much, but it was so much fun.
I'm sure. What was like the most impactful experience, do you think, from this whole journey of recording this new project?
I think the most impactful thing for me was probably finding the direction that we wanted to go in musically. We have really been wanting to make the music that we love. And, as any person that sings and plays instruments, they will tell you that grow and that there's things that they add to or take away. You can tell by listening to someone like who their influences are, So for us, we had grown so much since our first project, and we had some things that we wanted to add in, some direction shifts that we wanted to incorporate into our music. So finding that happy medium, finding the right direction that we felt like we fit in was really huge for us. And so I think that's why we're so super excited about the songs that we did on this, because I feel like it is really more of what we want to do going forward. But I guess an artist is always evolving, and so so we don't know where we're going to land. But I always say, just make the music that you love and let the chips fall where they may. Make it something that you're going to be proud of and something that you love
and learn from it.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I feel like I learned so much just about how studio sessions work in general. I mean, because before this, our only other studio time was our first project. We haven't been in the studio since then, and that was 2020.
2020.
Yeah, so just I learned more about studio work, and I felt like it was just a learning experience as well as just a fun experience too. There was a lot of different things that I learned throughout it. So
yeah.
Very cool. Now, you guys have, been on tour, shared the stage with so many different people, and done so many cool things over the past couple of years. Have you reached any like bucket list moments that you will just hold forever, where you're like, this was a moment that I'll never forget?
Wow. Yeah.
I would say for me, it was probably the first time that we sang at the Ark Encounter. Just the coolest thing to me because
with the Isaac too. So
yeah, the Isaacs were there, and
very cool.
And Ben produced our first one, so they are very special.
So that was really cool. That was we had played on they have like the main stage at the 40 Days and 40 Nights, and then there's like an outside stage that's out kind of in the, just around all the different things you can do and such. And we had played on the outside stage, and then I guess it was the next night, Ray had asked us to come back and open for the show on the main stage. And then the next year we got to come back and do that again on the main stage. And that's just been a really cool experience. And being able to like work with Ray as well.
Yeah.
Ray Flynn from Seawalker Media. Is that what it is?
I think so.
Yeah, Seawalker. Yeah. And like
he's just amazing to work with. He has such a heart for ministry. And that's what I love working with him for, because there's a lot of Christian events that are not really as ministry based, maybe, as others. And I've always loved doing every event that he puts on, because you can tell that it's centered around from a ministry aspect. And he is going to share the gospel wherever he has an event. And I love that. And I know he tries to work with people, with artists who he feels are in it for the same reasons, from a ministry standpoint. And we have always loved everything. And so he's been so good to us too. And the Lord has just sent so many special people in our lives over the last several years. And it really blows my mind, I guess, but it shouldn't, because I know that's how the Lord works. But he has sent so many special people like that. And they have just really impacted our ministry as well.
Yeah, that, and also we're protesting at Dollywood this year, and that's another bucket list thing.
Yeah,
I was just like,
very cool.
We're excited for that.
Yeah, we get to do that, and we're doing the Singing in the Sun this year, which that's just in a couple of weeks. And so we've just got several
new things.
Yeah, lots of new things happening, and so I don't know that I have a bucket list per se, but I'm just the art. Yeah,
that was the biggest one. That's like the first one.
There's been so many cool things that I feel like the doors that the Lord has opened, that I'm still just in awe of the things that He's allowed us to be blessed with, opportunities. And so I can't pick one, I don't think.
Honestly though, I really think that mainly just some of the people we've met have totally been bucket list things. And like, I think that's just getting to have our first songwriting session in Nashville, that was a bucket list moment. I'm like, just getting to write with someone and coming out of it with a song. It's like, I always wanted to do that. And because of, God opening these doors, I've been able to. And that's been our
first writing session ever was with Jimmy Fortune, the amazing Jimmy Fortune. And that was scary. It was so scary. He would say about the writing session, but it was, bless his heart, that's all I can say, because he was wonderful.
He carried us through it.
He carried us, yes, because we were so new and so shy and everything, and he was just wonderful. But not only writing with him, but we were introduced at another writing session to Dave Clark. And if you know him, he's an amazing person, he and his whole family, and we have fallen in love with them, and he has been a huge, huge blessing to the Vaughns, big time. I mean, through his, just through the writing that we've been able to do with him, and we've learned so much from him, but also just the guidance that he has been so graciously to show, because there's, in this kind of ministry and work, there's just a lot of things that you don't think about until you're in it. So there's a lot of things from the business side of it. There's a lot of things when it comes to the writing side and wanting to do original music. And so he's just been a wealth of information in all of that. And even with the recording that we just did, he was such a great person to have there, and to just, hey, if we have any questions or anything, it's always so good to have somebody who's been there, who knows the process. And so he's one of the great people that we've gotten to meet and work with.
And then he introduced us to Emily Ann Roberts, and now we some with her, and we've done some Christmas concerts with her, and she's just the best.
Oh yeah,
she's amazing. So
she is right now on well, she just got home from touring with Blake Shelton. So she's doing great, but she's been amazing to work with as well. Yeah. And there's just been so many people. I don't even know.
Yeah.
But it's just been great.
I love it. It's so fun to see how God has just opened up all these doors for you guys, and you've just willingly walked through them and been so obedient in everything that you've done. It's been so sweet.
Well, that is definitely our prayer. I mean, I pray different times, Lord, if there's a door that we don't need to walk through, just don't open it, because we're too dumb to know. Right. I mean, we really are. We're just sheep, and we need him to shepherd us through everything. And so that's the thing with me, is with all of us, we all have the heart to do this, but we don't want to do what we don't need to do. And so that's definitely our prayer.
For sure.
Absolutely. Now, if people want to hear more about you and find where they can see you in concert, or get this new project when it comes out, where can they find you guys? Where can they follow you guys?
So we're on Facebook as the Vaughn family, Instagram as well. Our website is vaughn-familymusic.com. And then our schedule is posted there. We're going to have some new merch out soon that'll be posted there as well, which we're really excited about. The new merch is going to kind of go along with our project. But our EP is going to be on all streaming platforms. It's a totally digital thing, so you can listen on anywhere you stream music, and then the videos are going to be on YouTube as well, so you can watch those. And but yeah, we'd love for people to look us up on social media, connect with us. We love meeting new people, so anybody who wants to follow along, just go ahead and do it.
Yeah, we would love that.
Oh, very cool. It's been a joy to get to know you guys today, and it's been so fun. I've loved hearing your story, and I've heard so much about what you guys are doing, and it's been so fun to talk with you.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for listening to today's podcast with the Vaughn family. Y'all, make sure you go check out their music and follow them on all the social media. And if they're near you, go see them in concert. It's always fun to support our friends. Y'all, if you want to know the latest with what's happening with our ministry, go over and follow us at This Day Ministry.